Hey folks, this is Mark with OrientWatchUSA.com. Now this is going to be a very, very casual discussion about watch band adjustment. Watch band adjustment typically is done through the apparatus you see right over here. What it is a universal mount that fits multiple types of bands, has multiple holes inside over here that you can use with a pin as well as a hammer to take the link out. This, in my experience for amateurs, including myself, I'm not a watch repairman, it can cause scratches. I find it to be much more difficult than it should be. A tool like this I purchased on Amazon for around $10, okay? What it does, it lines up. You put the link in here, and what you do by rotating this, you're basically driving out and screwing out the pin. Okay? Now, what I want to show you today is the way I do it. Now, if you're looking for a professional explanation, this is the wrong video for you. This is basically an explanation on how you can do this at home without really buying anything new. So this tool right here is something that I'm going to use all day, just for today. I'm not going to bother with this. I'm not going to bother with this. I'm just going to show you how to use a simple pin, right? One pin to adjust this thing. Let's learn how the band works. Now, if you look very closely, you'll see that the arrow is pointing a certain way, and it's pointing this way, right? That means you have to push this way, and the pin will come out that way, and you'll see holes on either side right over here. So all we gotta do is drive it. Typically, you think we need a hammer? No, we don't. So what I'm gonna do is show you how I do it. You see the little thing? I use a little tool. I could use a push pin. I could use anything. Well, I'm gonna use just hand power. There you go, disengaged. One pin out. But notice how I keep the direction of the pin very, very controlled during this thing. Go ahead. Push out the pin. See how easy that was? And it's harder to fish out the pin once it's out here. There you go. You'll notice that I'm going to keep the pin in the same direction. I'm not going to rotate the band this way or that way. I'm going to keep it the same direction. Once I've taken out my one link that I want to take out, guess what, folks? I'm going to use the exact same direction. I'm not going to rotate the pin. It has to go back in the same direction it came in, okay? But in the reverse way. So instead of me pushing this way, now I'm going to push the pin back in that way. Now, I could just push it in with a pin like this, like that. Or what I suggest you to do is when the pin's out a little bit, just go to the side of a dresser or a drawer, and then, now, if it's too soft, it's going to make a marker, so be careful. I use a plastic bench and just push it in, and then just use a tool like this just to fasten it. So I used the tool itself and pushed it in, and you saw how easy it was. So you don't need all this sophisticated stuff, folks. All you need is just a little bit of willpower, a little patience. Let me do this side too. Direction is showing this way. I'm going to push it up. I'm going to remove this middle piece, so I'm not going to do anything to it. I'm going to push out the one next to it. So I have two pins coming out. 1, 2. The middle link comes right off. Let's go and put it back together again. Sorry about that. There goes my tool to the ground. Alright, placing that back in. Okay. There it is. Now, like I said, you see that little bit right there? You can push it in back with the pin, or like I'm going to do, I'm going to push it, like say if this is a dresser, or something straw, I was just going to push it in like that. So I'm going to just do that on this table that I have right here. And you notice after I push it in, it's almost flush. If you need it to be a little more flush than that, just use a little tool like this and push it in. Push it in just into this, just slightly deeper into the hole. Alright folks, so I hope that gives you a little idea of how to adjust the band. Now, I just took out 3 links. I could probably do that without doing the video in less than a minute. I expect in your first try to be able to do it in 5 minutes. So if you're willing to adjust it, I do say use a little bit of hesitation, use a little bit of, take your time with it. Remember, watches, nothing should be forced. Everything happens because it was designed that way. So make sure you follow the directions down to a T. Watch this video again, and just do your best, okay? Alright folks, so next time you want to adjust the band, remember, you do this on your own risk, so be very careful when you do it, and I hope to see that that your skills improve over time. Thank you so much. My name is Mark Kim with OrientWatchUSA.com.